What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we're working on the JON boat again. Today I want to get the trolling motor attached to the boat. It's been sitting here on the ground for the last 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not really sure how long, but today it's finally going on the boat. I already talked about this in the other episodes, but I'm going to be losing one of the hatches. I cut out 4 hatches and I'm only going to be able to open 3 because the trolling motor will be sitting on that one right there, which does suck, but it's okay. It's just one hatch. I can still store stuff down there. I just won't be able to open up the door. It won't have a door. But if you can look right here, the edge is a little higher than the motor base. So what I'm going to do is cut out a piece of wood the size of the base, go ahead and carpet that as well, and then screw that down to the deck, and then this will sit flush on the lip of the boat. You pull this cord and this thing folds up. So once you pull that up, this motor flips down and it has to clear the lip of the boat. So I want this to be probably about here, maybe. I don't know. We're just gonna go with the flow like we have been this entire boat build. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew these screws and then get down to just a plate, and that will give me the screw holes I need. By the way, I got a few comments asking what trolling motor I got. I got the Minn Kota Edge. I got the 45-pound thrust and the 45-inch shaft length. Honestly, I knew nothing about these motors. All I knew was I wanted the foot pedal for sure. So I went with a higher quality one that had the foot pedal. I don't know if 45-inch shaft length is the right size, but hey. It's what I got, so right now I'm just kind of hoping for the best. I am not a professional boat builder. I've never built a JON boat before. I've never had a boat before. This is my first ever boat. I knew literally nothing about this at all, and I kind of just jumped into it. But hey, sometimes that's what you got to do. But I think it's turning out pretty nice. The building part of this is easy, but once I get all the motors and all that stuff, I'm out. I know nothing about it. So hopefully this 45-inch shaft will work. If anyone knows anything about the shaft length and all this stuff, leave a comment, let me know. But I think 45 was like the mid-range, so I should be good, hopefully. We'll see. It does have an adjustable head, so should work out great. All right, I am following the instructions somewhat. So this is the hardware it came with. We got 6 1/4-inch screws, nuts, and washers. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and measure up how long this is, and then cut out a piece of 5/8 plywood to go under that. I don't want it to be sitting on here. When I had it up here, just like for testing it out, the head of this, when that flipped over, it was sitting right here on the lip, and I did not like that at all. So I need to raise it up just a hair, and it should be just fine. And by just a hair, I mean 5/8 plywood. Oh, look at that piece right there. That might be perfect. We may have just got really lucky. Are you kidding me? No way. Yep, that's perfect. I'm happy with that. So we just need to mark it over here and cut that off. How crazy is that, man? When things happen like that and things just work out perfectly, you know you're doing something right. Alright, let's go cut that out. Welcome back to another episode of Things I Use as a Sawhorse. Today we're using a door. Alright, so I flipped it over and it is no longer sitting on the lip of the boat, and that is what I wanted. So, what do y'all think? What do y'all think, man? I think that's a good spot for it. You're supposed to have the motor going down right in the center of the boat, but if I angled it that much, I just don't think it'll look that good. Actually, now's the time to check that out. Let's go ahead, move it to the middle, test out multiple positions just to see where we want it. So the thing about that is once I put the motor back on, it's going to be sticking out like way over here. Alright, it's official. It's going right here. It just looks weird being angled, and there's a bit of wasted space in this corner that will not be able to be used. And like I said, it's only a foot off center, so it's not too bad. I don't think it's going to pull any certain direction. just from being a foot off. And if it does pull in some direction, I can just counter react the motor to fix that. So there it is. There's the placement of the trolling motor. Dude, this thing is gonna be freaking sick. Holy crap. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and mark the holes in the board. Okay, so now we have the marks for the drill holes. The instructions recommend a 9/32 drill bit, and that is what we got. So let's go ahead and drill out these holes. Oh look, a sawhorse. Sawhorses everywhere around here. Alright, so I'm going to set this back up real quick, get this piece of wood where I want it, and then I can mark some holes onto the casting deck. Boom! Wow, all the holes actually line up. Amazing. Now I just need to get this where I want it, and then trace the holes onto the casting deck, and then drill the holes out. Actually forgot 2 holes. So we got the holes drilled in the casting deck. I'm gonna place everything back and just test fit it real quick before I carpet the wood. Alright, so all the screws fit. It all worked out great. So I'm gonna go ahead and carpet this piece of wood, and then we can actually bolt it down to the casting deck. Well guys, new problem. The bolts that came with this trolling motor are not long enough to go through 2 pieces of plywood and all the carpet. So I'm gonna have to go run to the hardware store real quick and go pick up some longer bolts. There is a new bolt size. I think it's about 1/2 inch longer, but that's all I needed. So I got the screws. Let's go ahead and screw this thing down. Okay, there is the base screwed down. It looks really good, man. I'm really stoked with that. I'm gonna have to do a little touch up on the paint there. I think I hit it with a bolt when I was moving it in, but that's okay. I can fix that. But man, it's looking so freaking good. I am loving it. All right, let's go ahead and get the base plate back on. Well, I thought everything was going good, but I just messed up. I went to put the base on, and the base sits on the lip, so I can't get to the screw holes right there. Oh, come on, man. This really sucks. I'm either gonna have to lift up the base, put like a wedge under that side, which will look horrible because you'll see the gap, or scoot it back like 1 inch or so, which I'm probably gonna do, scoot it back 1 inch. It's okay because it will hide all the holes I just made, but it just sucks to have to redo all that work. For the sake of this video being short, I'm not going to record moving it back 1 inch. You've seen everything I just did to get to this position, so I will turn the camera back on when I'm back in this position. Alright, welcome back. That sucked. But we're back in the spot where we were. We're now missing the screw because I broke one. Awesome. Anyways, we still have 5, so it's still pretty solid. But now we just need to go ahead and screw this back on, and then we're done, almost. But as you can see, it fits perfectly now. It's still very clean. But before I screw this on, I want to go ahead and paint this, fix these nicks that I messed up in the paint. And this will take multiple coats of doing this, by the way. Alright, faceplate is going on. Oh, there she is. If I would have done this again, or if I knew any better, I would have traced the wood with that on as well. Guys, just keep that plastic thing on. I mean, you have to take it off to install it, but trace your wood, find out where you want it with that on, because now there is a gap right here. I mean, you won't see that, but still, it's there. I see it, you know. It's one of those things. But it's all on. It's sturdy. Now let's throw on the motor. So we got the motor attached. We got the base all down solid. That will not move. And now we just need to screw down the foot pedal. So this did not come with any hardware, but I see 3 holes, one right there and 2 right here. And I just happen to have 3 extra screws that I bought for the floor that didn't work out, so I'm gonna go ahead and use these. They are long enough. So that is my plan to screw down the foot pedal. Okay, so I still need to drill a hole and push these battery cables through, but I'm not sure where I want to put the batteries just yet. I was thinking about putting one up here in front, but those batteries are so heavy, and I already put so much weight up here that I may just run them to the back. 2 batteries in the back, just to balance out the weight. I'm not sure yet. So I'm not going to pre-drill any holes just yet. All right, it is all screwed down. It's all secure, and it looks absolutely beautiful. I am loving it. She's slowly getting there, guys. Works like a charm. I plugged the battery in earlier. It was working awesome, but it's been a good day's work. Ran into a few problems, but I solved them, and it went on pretty smooth. All right, so we got the trolling motor on the JON boat. We are one step closer to getting this boat on the water. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.